Called Volume La. Alhaina Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalakia by Hashem Harwat Takurash Barakathum, the water by Babal Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the lightwise doctrine, I say you shalom. Today we're gonna get into a video whereas this man is pretty much breaking down what he's seen happening right before his eyes. He appears to be an Edomite, but in his spirit, he could tell what's coming. So that's to be said. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that this man recognizes the wickedness of his government. And that's in contrast with the fact that some of our own people don't even see the wickedness of this government. Now, we're not worried about MAGAs. None of that. We worried about our people. We worried about the elect. That's it. So everybody else, they're going to fall to the wayside anyway and be destroyed. So what I'm trying to do is get this information out to wake our people up, get them, because they got in a deep sleep. Now, I know it's true that the Lord doesn't want everybody to wake up so he can be justified to destroy them. But the sooner we wake up his elect, the sooner this whole nightmare called America will be over with. Because Esau's insanity, his madness, his greed, his pride, it's exhausting. That's why you got the summer games coming up. None of the countries want their athletes here because who wants to be harassed by ICE and lied on, potentially murdered? Now, in this video, you're gonna hear that Esau has made the destruction of the people. He got that down to a science. This is how wicked this man is. Not how to grow things on the earth, not how to make everything natural again. No, he turned destruction into a science. So let's go ahead and get into the video. But before I get into it, let's get this copyright. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and grab the video. And the name of this video is This is the End of Esau's World. Psalms chapter 49, verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Now, who is prideful enough to do this? Esau. That's why you got America, named after Amerigo Vespucci. Asia, named after a Cyprio Africanus, I think that's his name. But even other than that, you got names, you got cities and towns named after Edomite men in America. Alexandria, Williamsburg, St. Petersburg, Fredericksburg. See, that's what they do. Let's roll. They even carved a piece out of Western Asia and called it Europe, which is not biblical. Book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Because it's prophesied once the Israelites wake up, Esau goes into captivity. So now he's basically trying to steal back his birthright, which is not going to happen. That will be a false balance, and a false balance is an abomination unto the Lord. Let's keep rolling.
Well, we're here, guys. We're at the end of the world. But I'm not going to be a sensationalist and claim that everything is just going to cease to be, and that is it. We're done. Everybody's dead. That's not what's happening here. This is going to be an end of the world as we know it. And they've been implementing this, and by they, I mean the people in power, have been implementing this for decades.
See, they've been planning this for decades. These people have been planning to destroy their own kingdom for decades. That right there disqualifies you from being fit to rule. And number two, it also gives credence to your self-destructive nature. That's another qualification that makes you unfit to rule. You have a very self-destructive nature. Esau doesn't create, he destroys. Even Donald Trump, he came on TV this week and said, I can destroy the country. I can destroy the economy. See? And they are amped up about destruction. The only nation that plans out the destruction of their own kingdom. They've been planning this for decades. Even got a doomsday clock. But for some reason, our people don't consider. They telling you when they finna destroy their own kingdom. That's not intelligence.
Gearing the population up for what is about to come. There's three ways to cause chaos in this world today. You can cut off the electricity, you can cut off water, or you can cut off people's access to food.
See how they got it down, destruction down to a science? Nothing about how can we yield more fruit and veggies from the land by following the land Sabbath, which is easy. Nothing about how can we not put chemicals in the food. No. Their focus is on how to destroy his kingdom and his people. That's their focus. But they're not the wicked. Okay.
So, with the military already instituted into major American cities and with the Insurrection Act already being on the table, we are one moment away from martial law being declared. And what's the catalyst, you say? Maybe a government shutdown where 42 million Americans will lose access to their benefits to buy food. When people are faced with feeding their family or being hungry themselves, things get weird very, very quickly.
That's the goal. This is going to happen, and it's not going to be by coincidence. It's going to be planned. This is the wicked we dealing with. They never focus their energy on how to create, only how to destroy.
So yeah, this is it. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. And it has been implemented slowly for decades by the Republicans and the Democrats, because they're both the same thing. They're both the same exact thing with the same exact plan to stay in power. And the only way they do that is through division and chaos. So, yeah, here comes the martial law. This is what conspiracy theorists for decades have been screaming. The deep state won.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 6. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. We here, y'all.
Now the latest.
All right, we can come out of this now. Yeah. See, this is one of the reasons why we tell y'all to stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. That's not their focus. Their focus is how to destroy. That's their focus. So let these people destroy themselves, man. And any Israelite who wants to save America is not in their right mind anyway. So let's get some scriptures. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, not where and who is he? Another reason why we tell y'all to stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. Now they got all this proof, overwhelming proof, beyond the shadow of a doubt, about all these politicians and celebrities on this island. But yet they refuse to prosecute. They don't want to prosecute him because he's an Edomite. But look how fast they toss R. Kelly in jail, Bill Cosby in jail, Puff in jail. Overwhelming evidence, so-called. They got more evidence on Trump than all three of those Israelite men combined. But no. He's an Edomite. We can't do him like that, no. So y'all willing to let an Edomite, a failed con man, a failed hustler, criminal, alleged PDF, destroy your country just because he's an Edomite. That's not a very intelligent thing to do. So I don't see where your high IQ comes in at all. Let's get some more scriptures. So-called IQ. I asked this, if anybody got a high IQ, if just like they say that the tiny tops over there got high IQs, what have you done with this sacred intelligence besides dumb shit? Because a dumbass is what a dumbass does. So if all you do is dumb shit, that doesn't qualify you as being smart or intelligent, now does it? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Wait a minute. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the days of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh. So the Lord is taking the curses off of us slowly and putting them on our enemies slowly. That's why his woman coming against him. That's why he crying, talking about he the victim now. That's why all his wickedness is being revealed. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 49. Verse 7, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, his wisdom no more in Teman. His counsel perished from the prudent, is their wisdom vanished. And the accurate answer for that is, no, their wisdom has not vanished because of this scripture here. Let's get it. Their wisdom has not vanished. They never had it. because it is. Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. So if all you know is wickedness, you don't have wisdom. You can call it what you want, but we know what it's not. You see? So they'll call it pseudoscience. They'll call it statistics. You know, they love to throw false numbers out there. Now let's go back to the book of Jeremiah. And this is still in chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbor, and he is not. That because he the one doing the spoil mean the rob. Verse 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Now, when the Lord says he's going to make them small among the heathen, that's twofold. He's making them small popularity-wise and population-wise. Their numbers are suffering. Because number one, Esau told all the women to go out and get careers, go run the miles up on your box, and have kids when you're 40 and 50. But that backfired on them because all the other nations and all the other tribes were still reproducing. And Esau, he could try to put that on anybody else all he wants to, but it ain't nobody's fault but his own because Esau don't even like women like that. He like man butt, animals, children. So it's his own fault why his numbers are suffering. Verse 16, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and thy pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Let's go to the book. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 5. And they will deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies and weary themselves to commit iniquity. See? Turn wickedness into a science. That's what Esau done. That's what he did. Whether it's through pseudoscience, whether it's through political science, so-called. Because like Buddy said in this video, they all the same, Democrats and Republicans. And the elders always say, the left wing and the right wing are attached to that same wicked ego. So these people get on TV and pretend that they at each other's throats. No, that's just an act. The world is a stage, remember? Let's go to Romans chapter 16. Verse 18. For they are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. That's how you get MAGA, because they simple. That's how you get black MAGA. Hispanics for MAGA, Cubans for Trump. Hispanics for Trump, blacks for Trump, because they simple. So Proverbs. Actually, It's Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. That's where you get these think tanks. They pay people to figure out how to get away with wickedness. This is what Esau does. Now let's go to Proverbs chapter 29. Verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Ain't nobody rejoicing. This Trump right here, this is all of them. Verse 10, the bloodthirsty hate the upright, but the just seek his soul, see? And we all know who the bloodthirsty are because they literally drink blood. This Trump right here, verse 11, a fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it into afterwards. Verse 12, if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. That's how you get your Pam Bondi, your Christian Nome, your Pete Hegseth, your Marco Rubio, Cash Patel, and all these other liars. Because if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. Not only does he hearken to lies, but he tells more lies than he hears. And that's sad for a goddamn 80, near almost 80-year-old man, still lying like a child. And well, you know what? He is a child because this motherfucker still rocking Pampers. So what would you expect from an 80-year-old toddler? Go to the book of Daniel, chapter 4. Verse 17. This matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. Esau at the bottom of the barrel. You know who's under Esau? The animal kingdom. No other human family is under Esau because he's at the very bottom. So the Lord took the very basis of men and put him in rulership to punish us. The good news is our punishment is almost over, and his is about to begin. Let's get this one. Book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. See, the wicked, when it says, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, because wicked Edomites doing wickedness is the same as breathing to us. It comes natural to them because this is what they were created to be. So naturally, they don't see anything wrong with being wicked because it's like breathing in them. And they don't lose no sleep after committing wickedness. No sleep. It's natural. It's a natural thing to them because they were created to be this way. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. The land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. See, he wasn't created to be righteous. So I don't understand where all of this faith in Trump comes from, especially amongst our people. The Lord really seared y'all mind. Isaiah chapter 28. Verse 15. This is the wicked. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. This is how the wicked thinks. Chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? See, Esau loves secrets. He loves it. He loves the fact that he knows something somebody else doesn't know. He loves the thought of getting away with something. It gets him off. He considers trying to get away with something that is taboo or illegal. He sees that as a personal challenge. Doing wickedness entices Esau to the point whereas he doesn't care about consequence until he gets caught. When consequence should be the first thing to cross your mind, not eat. He'll deal with consequences later. Right now, he want to explore this wicked thought he just popped in his mind. Get this one. The book of Sirach, chapter 14. We start at verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. This man dog out and sacrifice his own people. So I don't understand how you Christians think this man loves you. And we've been seeing y'all cooning all week, especially Eve. Y'all finna get it, because y'all really think this man is your friend. Verse 6, there is none worse than he that envieth himself. This is a recompense of his wickedness. This man hates everybody. Only thing Esau respects is people with more money than him. Verse 7, and if he do it good, he do it unwillingly, and at the last he would declare his wickedness. So if he baits you up and say he got a $2,000 rebate check for you, first of all, it's going to be taxed. Second of all, you're going to have to pay it back. So where the help at? You see? It's a trap. Just like a couple months ago, he came out and said that he give Salaki this smoke from the incense. He giving the military extra money, and it turned out to be the BAH and BAQ under another name. So the military basically went out. They thought this was a bonus, but it was their rent money. Same thing. At the last, he would declare his wickedness. Just like he roped you ICE agents in with that $50,000 bonus, waving it in your face. You ain't getting that. And if you quit before 5 years, you got to pay every dime back. Paycheck. I'm not talking about bonus. And then when you do get your bonus, it's not going to be a lump sum of 50,000. It's going to be in $10,000 increments, which is going to be taxed. So that's going to knock your net down to 6,000 or less. So in reality, if you work for ICE for 5 years, tax-free, you only getting 30 grand, not 50. The other 20 is taxed. But they don't tell you that though, see. That's wickedness. Salaki. Verse 8. The envious man have a wicked eye. He turned away his face and despises men. That's all these Edomites. These rich Edomites, yeah. Always talking shit behind somebody's back, like little children. Verse 9, they covetous man's eyes are not satisfied with his portion. See, I always want what you got. And the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. No substance. Just a greedy ass shell walking around. Let's get this one. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 7. The instruments of the churl are evil. Churl is a wicked, evil-spirited person. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. See, they just plot on how to destroy you. But they think they're created for rulership. Guess what? In order to rule, you have to have a population. But if you plan on destroying your population, how are you fit to rule? If that's your focus, how can we destroy you? That's not rulership. That's genocide. Oh, but you know plenty about that, E, because that's all you have done throughout history. Get this one. Book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set up over it one that is profitable. And that one is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, King Yahweh Shai, the Lord's son. Father's name is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahweh Shai. King Yahweh Shai is coming to rule with King David and 144,000. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. It's about to happen. So did Ezekiel. We about to close. We about a few more. Psalm chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watches the righteous and seeketh to slay him for no reason, just cause. But he thinks he's fit to rule. When you just murder people off impulse, that's not wise. First of all, you creating spirits of vengeance where your kingdom is going to be destroyed eventually. Just like all these American presidents sending the military to murder world leaders. Creating spirits for vengeance for the last days of America's destruction. You didn't know that, did you? No, we didn't think you did. Only the foolish would create spirits of vengeance just cause. Let me see, where are we going? Yeah, Ezekiel. Chapter 29, verse 22. Oh, Slack it. It ain't 29. It's 22. Slack Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 29. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. And what the Lord gonna do to them? Future prophecy, verse 31. Therefore have I poured out mine indignation upon them. I have consumed them with the fire of my wrath. Their own way have I recompensed upon their own head, saith the Lord Yahweh. So y'all ain't got away with nothing. You are earning your judgment. James chapter 1, verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's why it says in Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy. For like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All it takes for a hormone shift in Esau, and he back in his fields. You can't trust an emotional man. Let's close. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 59. Now, this is originally talking about two-thirds wicked Israelites, but you can easily apply this to Edom because this is where the wicked two-thirds get this behavior from, Edom. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 3. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies. Your tongue hath muttered perverseness. None calleth for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. Verse 6. Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. And you wonder why over 200 years have been war for America, who is only 250 years old on July 4th of this year. Check this out. Verse 7, their feet run to evil. They make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. This is why Esau was created, to destroy, not to create anything. Verse 8, the way of peace they knew not, and there's no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. That's why all these other countries who have done business with the United States has ended up regretting it. Because the United States F over everybody they deal with. NATO finding that out now. And we can end in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, meaning his rulership. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, meaning Israelites got next. And all you other nations who participated, took advantage of us, or benefited from us being in captivity, y'all going into captivity along with Esau, Edom. The only difference is, after 1,000 years of captivity, all the other nations going back to their lands. The nation of Edom, they can be rounded up and exterminated by the Lord, and there shall be none remaining of the nation of Edom, for the Lord hath spoken it. Roughly paraphrasing the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. Call Halayim La Lahayin Al Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, Wa Malaki, by Hashem Hawa Waka Korash Barakatham, Baba Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.